Dear viewers, we would like to welcome you back at our project 6 Degrees of Connection. It's a project that was initiated by the participants of ALLATRA International Public Movement, and we are discussing creative society and how we can achieve this way of this format of society. And in order to achieve this, we are using 5 or 6 handshakes. So we believe that all of us are connected by 5 handshakes, and we have friends, acquaintances, and today we are traveling to Rwanda. And my name is Olga from Russia, and let me introduce my co-host Tatiana.
Hello everyone, welcome to 6 Degrees of Connection everyday live broadcast. So today we are traveling to Rwanda, as Olga said, and now let me introduce you our guests. But before, I want to say, dear guests, dear viewers, if you want to be the part of our next live broadcast, please send us an email using the address you're seeing right now on the screen. And don't forget to share with this video using 2 hashtags, ALLATRA Unites and Creative Society. So now I would like to introduce you our guests. Today we have with us Alicia, Diane, and Marie. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. We are so great to be with you along this platform.
And also today, as Tatiana mentioned, we'll be talking to our guests and asking for their opinion, how do they see a human society of the 21st century, a progressive society. And before this, we'll be exchanging some information about their country, because nowadays we cannot travel, so we are taking a chance to discover the beautiful country of Rwanda. And also we'll watch some photos of a country, and our guests will comment. And before we are coming to this, we just would like to introduce to our guests, Diana. So Diana, maybe you can introduce yourself as well.
Okay, my name is Diane Bahati. I'm from Rwanda. I'm working as a volunteer for the Rwanda Youth for Climate Action and the future team of Rwanda.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. And also, Marie, maybe you can introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Rose Mary. So I'm working with an organization that works with the women, but in terms of finance, we believe that women have potential, not only performing home duties, but also we have to have our owning money. We be on top. We become billionaires, so we help women to know where the opportunities are in terms of finding money.
Thank you so much. And maybe now we also can watch some photos of Rwanda, if our technical support can maybe show to us some photos, and then our guests can maybe comment on them.
Guys, do you see the pictures?
Yeah, we are seeing.
Yeah.
And what do you see now? You maybe can explain to our viewers what do you see and how beautiful your country is.
We see the building, the high buildings. Yeah, there is a convention center. There is a KCT. Yeah, I think, yeah. And town.
Okay, thank you so much. And,
Wow.
Nature is so beautiful.
So, isn't
I would love
so
to travel to Rwanda when there is a chance to see this by myself.
Yeah. Wow. About natural resources, yeah, the natural heritage, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The culture about agriculture and livestock. As we were embedded into the cows. So I don't know if we can explain for now or to explain about after those photo slides. Wow. Those are about the traditions of Rwanda.
Mm-hmm. And what are the traditions of Rwanda?
Yeah.
We have gorillas, the dance. Those are the dancers.
Yeah.
The dance for the weddings, when there is a ceremony of the weddings.
And why the dancers has the long fair hair? Why it's like why do they put, I mean, such a hairstyle? Does it mean something or?
Can I introduce her a bit?
Yeah.
Normally, the culture of Rwanda is varied. Unlike many countries in Africa, Rwanda has been in 5% since pre-colonial times, as its name Rwanda describing its extension. Language and same cultural heritage. The music and dance are essential part of Rwanda ceremonies, celebrations, social gatherings, and storytelling. Thus, the drums is is a basic for each of the dancing and the music about the traditions. About arts and the crafts, where even those drums belongs, those hair you were talking about, those fashion, it's about the arts and the craft. Are produced through the country, which most originated as a functional items rather than purely for adornment. Woven baskets, some we make, as you see. For those dancers, they have wooden basket for their heads. It's all about the traditions of Rwanda. So we have what we call imigongo, some decorative items in house and everywhere. So even for those clubs of Inore, those dancers, men dancers, you found some of those imigongo, those art and craft and the crafts on their clothes. So that's what I can introduce about for now, even if we have more about the, let me say, about the fashion. We have our own haircuts, which we call amasunzu. So when we go about clothes, you have different kind of clothes. You see those women are wearing inshabure. The down one are wearing imikenyero. It's all about the names we used to call our traditions related to the clubs and the fashion generally. So that's a little bit I can introduce you about it.
If I may say something about our tradition then. So actually every item, whether dress code or any material they have on the field when they are dancing, it represents something. Like if you see those ladies, they have basket on their head, they are carrying. So this represents their work, like maybe they are celebrating, it's harvesting time. It means that, and they have all that, it's not easy like dancing while you are holding something on head, but this also teach people to be on the same mission. Like if we are holding something important, you have to pay attention no matter what you are doing, whether you make fun or what, but still focus on what you are holding. So learn to keep what is valuable, so don't lose it. Whether you dance, you do what, but still remember. And also when you see those artificial hair for the men, those we used to call imigara, like it shows how people, they know what they are doing, even though they dance like moving the head, it's have to go in the same direction, means they are in something together. They know where they are going. So like when you are dancing and yours go this side and the other one doing this, means that you are not there. So you have to be in the same line. So every item they have there represents something in more details. Like there's these things they have to, those in all have called ingabo. Maybe you may not understand these names, but it's represent the protection. Like even though we are doing this, but we are protecting our country, we are protecting our people. No matter what is making us busy, no matter what we are celebrating, still our security is very important. We are protecting our people. So every item has the meaning. That is the uniqueness of traditional dance. Thank you.
Is it difficult to dance such a dance? Is it difficult? Did you try it yourself? I mean, Marie.
I was a good dancer when I was in the primary, but when I reached in high school, I became so fat. So, in this tradition of Rwanda, there is the better size, especially for ladies. Those small size, when they do this, it look better. But when you become fat, you feel like, no, this doesn't suit me. Let me go out. Maybe you become the one clapping, but it's still like you are not fitting in just movement. But I used to do that, and I loved that, especially when we were celebrating the weddings. I danced for like 2 brides when I was in primary.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for such beautiful journey to your country, to your culture, to your traditions. It's very nice.
Additionally, we have to know that those main dancers mostly have been related to the royal palace, which means that a kind of dancing mostly was embedded to the army of the royal, the king's army. So with this, they were just chilling. That's how they used to dance. Like, so that's how it becomes a tradition, and a lot of people have trained such kind of dancing. For now, I can say that's officially in different celebrations, different issues. You have to find that kind of dance.
Thank you so much, Alicia. And maybe Diana would like to comment about culture and traditions of Rwanda. Diana, what do you think? Actually, what makes you proud to be like to coming from Rwanda?
Are you waiting for Diana?
I think, I don't know, Diana, do you hear us?
Diane. Sorry, Diana, can you hear us?
Or maybe something with the connection, I don't know, because seems to be...
But as we are waiting for Diana, I would love to talk about what I love most in Rwanda. So most of them, you start saying, I heard about 1,000 hills, and other people may say, I heard Kigali is the cleanest city in Africa. What is that? But to me, what I like most is not that we have the cleanest city. It's not that we have 1,000 hills, but what I love most is the spirit behind those names. Like when we say we have a clean city, it's not like the government is setting people to clean city every day, even though there are people responsible for that, but everyone is responsible. It starts from the family. So you know that whether I'm eating the sweets, the small thing that I can't throw it anyway because I have to keep the Kigali clean. Actually, it's a term you will find it in Kigali when you pass, you find keep our city clean. Means that you are responsible. It's not like there's someone there to clean my mess. No, I have to be responsible for that clean city. So I love how Rwandan are responsible, especially this time. You know, we are in COVID-19, everyone is obliged to wear the face mask. By the way, the reason why I'm not wearing it, I'm only in the office, you don't mind. So, but everyone must wear the mask as long as you are leaving the home. It's not like we're waiting for the police to tell you do this and this, but you may go somewhere else and you find people, they don't care. It's just government policy, I don't care. But in Kigali or Rwanda, people know that it's start from me, not the government or what. So that is what I love most in Kigali, especially
Responsibility.
Yeah.
responsibility, yes.
Yeah. Additionally, as the one who's related to the hospitality and hotel operations, really appreciate to introduce our let's say our foodography, yeah, foodology. I don't know how I can mean, but gastronomy generally, yeah. African cuisine is the one which is, I can say, which is rich generally due to its organic characteristic of through preparing and the way we serve our food. Normally, we don't like to use those vegetable oils. Current previous times, we were using the oil which comes from the cow, from the milk. Then you found that it's called G. So that's why we use in Rwanda, we call it ibirunje. That kind of food was so delicious. And for another issues, we mostly embedded it to the, let's say, constrictive foodstuffs. Like yesterday, we were talking about the potato, sweet potatoes, those cassava, and its processing. So I can say that our food is unique and really welcoming everyone to taste such kind of the food. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Alicia, for this explanation. And I've actually got hungry a little bit to taste the sweet potato.
So, which is cooked in African style.
Welcome to Kigali.
Okay,
All right,
guys.
another issue in head. I'd like to add something else, which is related to the heritage. We have our natural and cultural heritage, but I'm telling you, for the natural heritage, we are so different with other any African country. You know, the reason why I'm saying this, as you've said, Rwanda, we are 1,000 hills country. According to how our atmosphere looks like, how it is, that's why lots of people are so interested to come in Rwanda. As you know, due to our climate, we are the one where the gorilla mountains are listing worldwide, you really know. So we have lots of game parks, Akagera, we have a natural forest, we have lakes, we have rivers, which are so beautiful. As you really know, the source of the Nile. If you know, the Nile is a big river worldwide. It's just in Rwanda. So I'm welcoming everyone to check, let me say, a hospitable country, to explore lots of adventures along our country. It's so beautiful. About cultural heritage, we have the dances, we have King's Palace. You have to come and experience how the traditions of Rwanda was looking like through our different museums, through our different cultural villages. So you are warmly welcome to check out. Thank you.
You are encouraging us to organize another broadcast about Rwanda, because it seems to be it's so much things to explore. And thanks a lot for these explanations and giving us the idea how your culture, your food even, and traditions look like. And now we are coming to the second part of our broadcast, Creative Society. And we just would like to remind our guests that we are basing our broadcast on 8 ALLATRA foundations. And Now we just would like to ask our technical support just maybe to show them on the screen so we can discuss them a little bit. Yes, now they are coming to us. And we know that Marie told us that she liked the first ALLATRA Foundation most of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe Marie can explain what exactly why it touched you deep in heart, this foundation, and why you would like maybe to comment on this foundation, on the
Actually,
first one.
I got a chance to look at all of them, the 8. I love all of them. They have what the human needs, like there's a freedom, safety, justice, and what. Those are things that we need. But my favorite was the first one about human life, because it's where all start from. Because without me being valuable, so whether you say there is this, we are, I don't even understand the freedom where it can come when I feel like you just don't value me. So the reason why I love human life first, the first thing is that we value everyone. So whether I'm short, I'm tall, I'm big, I'm fat, it's okay. I just deserve value. And in this point, what I can add is that we are varying diversity. We are different. Whether I'm a woman, whether I'm young, whether I'm old, just treat me the way I am. So don't put like a situation that where I feel like I'm out of the people who are considering this. Like, is in this point I found that everyone has a space, and I'm happy the way I'm treated. Like if I use the example of my country, actually I didn't go to too many countries, so I don't know how other countries do that. But what I love in our country is like everyone, at least if I don't like this program, but I know there is another program that I would fit in. Like I can't join men's program, but I know there is women's program that I can benefit. If the government is sitting and looking at how the development of country can grow and what, they are looking in different perspectives, how the disabled people will contribute to this. So we know that there is certain service they can't access in normal ways. So how do we support them so that they get those service, they are treated the way they deserve, even though physically they are lacking something, but they are still part of us. They are still human beings. They still have life. So how do we go with them and they still benefit the service we are providing? So if it's all about development of country, how women come in this, how the youth come in this, how politician comes. So in every category, so that everyone is valuable. So that is why I love the first one. So others come supporting, but it starts from human life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marie. And I just want to explain to our viewers that 8 foundations, this is like the basis for the building of creative society. And very important article about 8 foundations of creative society came out on allatraunites.com website, so you can easily find their information about these 8 foundations. And I want to say that these foundations were formed as the result of thousands of interviews and social surveys in more than 180 countries of the world during several years, and social research conducted by ALLATRA International Public Movement participants. So, Olga,
Now we have Diana back, so maybe we can ask Diana, taking the chance that she is with us now. She has the internet connection. So Diana, do you hear us now? Because
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great, great. So we are now in our second part of our conversation, and we are discussing the changes in the society, what we can do, all of us, to basically make the world a better place. And what is for you a creative society, like a progressive community of the 21st century? How do you see it?
I was thinking because there is many people don't have job right now. Especially the youth. You can see people finish the school, but to get a job, it's becoming a problem. So I was think maybe we can starting our own business. But the problem is how to get the capital. That's the problem we have. How to get the capital for starting the business, because to get the job is not easy. So that's the only thing I was thinking. If the people, maybe the people, they can come and starting the company here, then they can give us the job, those kind of things. Yeah.
I think you're talking maybe about the seventh Allatra Foundation, because in the seventh Allatra Foundations, it's clearly mentioned that a human is guaranteed employment if he or she so desires, and pay for an identical position, specialization, or profession should be the same all over the world, because many people whom we have interviewed, as Tatiana mentioned, actually highlighted that importance of employment, of having a job, because if you do not have this opportunity, it means you'll be just running around, I don't know, in the streets, you know, keep stealing things, just, you know, to get food to eat, you know, these things happen. So when you have a job, it makes a solid future. So, and now our technical support is demonstrating to us this important foundation on the screen. And in the creative society, it's actually guaranteed employment. So thanks a lot for highlighting this again, because I think it's very crucial. And as you mentioned, even you can start your own business, but you must have a capital. So
yeah, that's the only problem we have. Most of youth.
Most of youth.
Yeah.
This is what we the reason why we started this project of creative society. And let me remind you that it consists of 3 stages, and the first is information stage, the second is political stage, and the third is implementation stage. And we are moving to the second stage now, being in the spreading of information and being on the first stage. And basically, in order to create a demand for a change, we must synchronize our efforts. You know, we must concentrate our energy in one common goal. So if for us the youth is important, and of course for us it is, because basically youth is our future. I mean, we should consolidate, we should unite, and we should concentrate on one goal, undoubtedly. This is like for sure. And now we have Alicia also, whom we can ask as well, what is his opinion about creative society? Because he was giving to us such a detailed overview about Rwanda. And maybe he can also give us an overview of a creative society. Alicia, if he's still with us, let us have a look. I think not. Maybe the internet again.
Yeah, internet connection is not that good in Africa right now, but we're sure that in a creative society we won't have any problems with internet connection. So we also would like to ask our guests, girls, how do you think, how important is to spread the idea of creative society, and what else can be done, in your opinion, for more people to learn about this idea in the near future?
I think I didn't get it well. Help me to
Please.
understand so that I know what.
Alicia has back.
Okay, great, great. I was just trying to message you on WhatsApp because you suddenly disappeared, and we were asking you a question, Alicia. What is creative society for you? What is for you this human society of the 21st century? What's for you like plays the most important role in it?
The microphone.
Alicia, you just have to unmute yourself. Yeah, and then we will. Yes, yes. So, what is creative society for you?
Exactly when you mean a creative society, it means that the creative. So the creative society is where everyone must think something which must help through the community generally. For example, about myself, I've been thinking about how the youth could be engaged in this creative, let me say, creative industry generally. For now in Africa, there is a scarce of a job or for work generally. So those kind of the creative society, when it is there, when someone think that thing could change the society, it means he's giving out his or her, let me say, duty about changing the society generally, about the poverty we are on. But even the society need us to them, to let them know, to extend African initiative, as I said. Due to what? Our heritage, it seems like the Western culture is ruining our heritage generally. So as a creative artist in a creative society, I thought, how can I serve? How can I preserve this heritage for the next generation? So that's what I'm engaged for now. The way that youth must get engaged, that creative industry, but generally through the way of serving or preserving their heritage, I mean, for the next generation. So that's how I took the creative society is where everyone is allowed to share his ideas, his creative thought. Must be all those about the inner media, must be those to live each other in a peaceful way. That's what I mean about it.
Thank you so much, Alicia, for this, for giving us this vision of a creative society. Because nowadays, what we all witnessing that it's actually the artifacts are getting destroyed. We do not preserve our history, and basically, without knowing our past, for us, it's impossible to build a solid future. So it's very important what you was just mentioning for to save this historical heritage. I would just add not only of Africa, but also all over the world for the coming generations, because unless you know your history, how otherwise you can move on. And thank you so much for this vision of a creative society. So now we have, a more comprehensive picture, because the more opinions we can collect, the easier for us will be and faster to achieve and come to the second stage of implementation of a creative society.
Yeah, and we really want to know the
Okay.
well-being of every single person, because everyone is important. Every single person is important. So we had a question before Alicia got back. Yeah, we wanted to ask you guys how important is to spread this idea, on your opinion, and what else can be done for more people to learn about this idea in the near future.
Oh, let me start by saying, in my opinion, how I think about creative society. So, in my opinion, creative society is this society that understands that we are different. And I may be having the issue like unemployment issues, like other issues that we face in life. But even though I know that I have this problem, but I'm not able to solve it myself. But maybe someone else doesn't even have the same issue with mine, but has an idea how I can solve mine. So the creative society is the society where people think beyond their own needs. Like, feel like even though I'm just employed, but how about other youth who are not employed? So we may say people have to think about how to start their business and what, but not everyone is able to think about how to start a business. I may be able to work in business which is already started, and I can even make it successful, but I don't know how to start business. Maybe someone else know how to start business but doesn't know how to grow the business that already started. So creative society is this society where people meet and also have time to share their strengths and their weaknesses, so that where I have weaknesses, someone else can support. So where someone else have weaknesses, I can come in. So we go beyond looking our own needs, what I have to do for myself, but we are talking about a society. The society is not only me, it's not even only my family, but out of that, what other people are looking for. But you see, in these days, I'm just planning for my family, do this, my kids have to go to school and do this and this. It's all about my people, me and what. But in a creative society, we have to be creative, but beyond of our own, on our family needs. So, what my suggestion about how people have to know this, I think this world need more initiative like this, where you connect people from different countries with different perspectives. Because maybe I'm in Rwanda, I didn't go to many countries. I know what is happening in my country, but I don't know how other people are doing. Maybe if I know how the youth from Ghana, I was watching the video from Ghana, how the youth of Ghana are dealing with certain situation. So I know that maybe even though I'm not in Ghana, but if Ghana people can make it in this way, how about me trying it where I am? Even though I may not be the one needing this solution, but maybe my colleague, maybe those people in need of something can learn from that. So we need more platform that connect people from different perspectives, so that we learn what can we do better for our society. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Actually, Marie, if you don't mind, can we take this expression for the next round table, go beyond the own needs, like a slogan for the creative society? Because I think it's like really important to see beyond, to look beyond, and especially this narrow box of your, let's say, zone of comfort, or whatever your narrow vision that you might have, just to go beyond this and sharing.
Sure.
Thank you so much. So this is how it happens. I mean, the guests are giving to us the ideas and we are scheduling our next broadcast. So it's extremely easy to join us. And also on our website, alatounites.com, there is an icon on the right side, join, and you click this button and then you can be a guest of the upcoming telebridges. So it's very easy with these technologies that we have now.
Okay.
Yeah, visiting the website alatraunites.com, you will see a join us button. You can choose language you're speaking and choose how you're going to participate in the project. And of course, you can share with your ideas and vision of creative society by sending us an email. Yeah, and don't forget to share with this video using the hashtags alatraunites and creative society. Today, as never, we need to unite and choose a new vector of development of our society, which is creative society. So maybe Diane also wants to share, or we are going to
Or
finish.
Alicia would like to add something, because Alicia, you know, is changing the background all the time. So, you know, so we have seen beautiful mountains behind 5 minutes ago. So he's really, you know, giving us the idea about his country, you know.
He's just making you plan to visit.
Yeah, he's
Kigali.
making, you know, nice backgrounds every time, trying to to give the idea about beautiful landscape, about beautiful mountains, and we appreciate it very much. So Diane,
Yeah.
Would you like to add something, Alicia or Diana, maybe about creative society and just generally, maybe you have some comments or remarks?
Okay, so about the creative society, I think this is a good idea for.
Okay, Diana, please, you're welcome. Alicia, just after Diana, maybe you can comment, please. Yeah.
So I was talking about the creating society is a good idea for creating this, because this one is going to help the youth. As she say, Mary, she says it's when we can learn for each other, because there are things I know and there is a things Mary she knows than me. I can, for example, I can say I have the money, but I don't know what I can do. I can use. What can I do for this money? But maybe I can hear for Mary, and then she say you can do this and this, because I hear what she say about that. So this, I think we can learn more and more for each other, because no one knows everything for this world. It's better we do that. And I appreciate for this one, yeah. And the other thing I can say, it's because I can say we are all people, so it's better for helping each other. So we don't have to be selfish. You can see people that like to be selfish. We don't, and when to be selfish is not good in life. We have to share our experience, and you know, when we can learn. Yeah, that's the only thing I can add. Yeah.
Everybody is feeling this need for a change now. As you mentioned, like being selfish brings you nowhere. I mean, even in Russia, I mean, it feels everywhere that this, let's say, ideology of consumer format of relations between us became basically obsolete. So, and bring us to a deadlock of development. So we should actually trying to put our energy, our experience, our knowledge, our education for serving others, not only for yourself. This is how society is getting transformed.
Yeah, and now we really have to inform our friends, co-workers, like relatives, to inform everyone, because people sometimes even don't have time just to think that they can live the other way. Yes, so that they live in a creative society, but not in society which we live right now in.
Exactly. You know, Tatiana actually made very interesting observation, because when we are talking to our guests to invite, and some people are saying, oh, I don't have time to be with you. You know, I have so many things to do, to feed my family, to go to job. I don't have time even to talk about creative society. So how you can arrive at a next stage, how you can evolve if you cannot even discuss and describe this society where you would like to live. So it's very important, I mean, to create this demand and to create a trend to trend for change, and this trend can be created by people only. So people make the choice.
Yeah, exactly. And we would like to ask our guests, Alicia, Diane, and Marie, would you like to invite whom are you going to give the floor for the next broadcast? Maybe you are ready to invite someone from your friends, from your neighborhood to our next live broadcast.
All right. May I? Oh, I'm present with something before the end of our congregation.
Sure, sure. Go ahead, Alicia.
I really want to thank the ATRA International January, but mostly about that the eight foundation of societies, right? The
Right.
first one, human life. According to our history, the Rwanda have been passed through, let me say, our history was not good. The people have been separated due to how they look like, how they are not so like, you see. So when the colonization took a place, they divide us, which led the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. But after that period, we made such unite. We've lost a lot of people through that those times, horrible times. But for now, we are caring. You are worrying about the human life. When you have the life is a basic for everything. This kind of this kind of air we breathe, we inhale and exhale is so important. So which means I really thank you so that you made it the first pillar in those 8 foundations of creative society. Because when you have a life, it means you have the right to think. When you think something could change. So which means according to the human ideology, we have to embed it on a positive one, which must enhance the good life of peoples, which should lead us to the next level of the, let me say, living each other in a peaceful way. So the human life is a first pillar, is the basic for everything. So we want to fight against each discrimination, racism, and everything related to which should lead to the loss of human life. So, and to come and check how about this country have been with itself from those horrible times, which ended by those creative society too, because those people who were refugees about can we free our country? How can we back in a country build it? So we came in under developing country. For now, we are in developing country. We really believe that 2050 we are going to attain in middle income countries. So which means the human life is the basic for everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this. We actually started our roundtable with observation of Marie about the value of the human life, and we are finishing again with this first Alatu Foundation, because it's the basic of the basics. So this is so fundamental, and it's actually very sad that Rwanda has gone through these experiences before. But this is like what we are doing now. We just trying all our best, what we can actually, not to repeat, not to go through the same mistakes and experiences, to value human life. And let me also read to you the first Alatu Foundation again, that if the life of a human is valued, so it means the all humans are valuable. So every life counts, because it's so important. It's given to us actually by God, life. So we are not the ones who decide in whatever position we are. whether we can take this life or not. We can only protect life, and this is what creative society is about.
Awesome.
Our technical support is right now showing us the first foundation of creative society. Olga, would you like to read? Okay, I can read for our viewers and for our guests. Human life is the highest value. Life of any human has to be protected as one's own. The goal of society is to ensure and guarantee the value of each human's life. There is not and never can there be anything else more valuable than a human's life. If one human is valuable, then all people are valuable. Thanks to our technical support, thanks to everyone, thank you, our dear guests, thank you, our viewers, and thank you, Olga. Thanks for being with us today. Dear viewers, if you want to be the part of our next live broadcast, please send us an email using the address you're seeing right now on the screen. And don't forget to share with this video using two hashtags, #ALLATRA Unites and Creative Society. Only together, only in unity, we can change the vector of development of our civilization from consumption-based to creative one, and to build a really happy world of happy people. Together, we can really do a lot. Thank you so much for being with us today. See you next broadcast.
Yeah, see you later.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And we're great to be a part.
Are we guys, Valera, are we now offline? Yeah.